Good morning. With Spanish holiday hopes dashed, what if you try and...
Nina is taking a look at that. Morning.
I am. Good morning. Yeah, as Charlie and Naga were saying, such an anxious time for thousands of people. Thank you so much to all of you who've been in touch. We'll be answering some of your questions a bit later. But what if you cancelled your Spanish break and are trying to transfer to a UK break? The booking website lastminute.com has told us that Saturday's announcement had a massive impact, an 85% drop in Spanish bookings compared to the week before. But also, bookings for UK holidays went up by 13%. Now, that was piled on top of an already very busy market. There's a problem here, though, isn't there? The more of us holidaying here, the fewer the options. And in some cases, the fewer the options, the higher the prices. Oh, some enviable-looking trips there. Let's have a chat with Pippa Jacks, who's the editor of travel industry trade magazine, Travel Trade Gazette. A very good morning to you. Evidence then that spots are running out in the UK across August. In touch and said that prices have gone through the roof for UK breaks, but actually staycations have always been surprisingly expensive. Is there evidence that prices have gone up? It's understandable if they're trying to recoup some of the money lost over the previous months. And are there any spots that might be worth considering? There are the obvious hot spots of Devon and Cornwall, places like North Wales that get snapped up very quickly. Give us some insider tips on where we might go. On the Scottish coast and Norfolk this summer, they've been my staycations and they've opened my eyes to the British coastline. Let's have a listen to Gail now. Now, she is typical of thousands of families across the country. She was due to fly to Mallorca on Saturday after a long lockdown of homeschooling. Here's what she told us. Pippa, what people want to know is how is this allowed? If Foreign and Commonwealth advice is not to fly to Spain, why are flights and some package deals still going? Providers are still providing that holiday, saying that they can't get the money back for the flight and so it will go ahead. What would you say to consumers then? Are they definitely entitled to get the full term, even Christmas? Where do we go from here? What should be at the forefront of people's minds when they're hovering that mouse over the buy button? Over the past week, things can change so quickly, so it's making people really nervous about booking future holidays as well.
Really cautious, yeah. Nina, thanks very much.
Good morning. Could there also be a reduction in quarantine?
Morning. I mean, in amongst lots of confusion over quarantine rules, for example, other issues about getting your money back if you've booked already.
Yeah, and Matt Hancock wasn't explicitly clear about reducing the quarantine time, was he, about coming back from foreign countries? But I tell you what, our inbox over the past few days has been so busy. I would say even busier than when lockdown first happened because people are so worried about their holidays. Good morning. Thank you so much to all of you who have been in touch. There's been a few recurring themes in our inbox and we've been taking a closer look at some of those issues. It's just gutting, isn't it? First and foremost, though, Nick and Liz, congratulations. You look absolutely gorgeous. Let's speak to Alex Dean now. She's the Chief Executive of the free complaints website Resolver, and she joins us. Good morning. And let's start with those people who've been in touch with us. Nick and Liz meaning to go on holiday. Didn't happen. Any chance of getting their cash back from Ryanair? Julie has said her on-the-beach package deal is going ahead. How unusual is this for a package deal to go ahead against Foreign and Commonwealth advice? And should she be able to get her money back? You'd have thought she'd be protected. Definitely worth pushing. Similarly, Liam booked his villa only, but that's gone from a cashback policy. They've switched it after he booked to only a voucher policy. Is that allowed? Through step by step, what can we do? Lots of people nervous now about booking future holidays. How all these risks? People maybe don't mind not going away because they understand the safety, but how do we protect our money? Saying that some holidays have been amended once people have left, things like a different hotel and even return flights being brought forward because the provider has said it's exceptional circumstances. Is that allowed? Clear about what your insurance policy is. And Charlie and Naga, what we've learned over the last few days is, as Alex was saying, it's almost like these policies are trying to catch up with this moving target now. It's virtually impossible. But yeah, just be absolutely clear about your insurance policy for any eventuality if you're going away.
That's why you can understand people are, being so much more cautious about booking anything now.
People who booked maybe even last year with full insurance for any eventuality are still seeing their flights and holidays going ahead and they're being told their insurance isn't valid. Doesn't feel fair, does it?
No, it doesn't. Nisa, thank you. Nisa.
Who's she?
Nisa. I said Nisa. Do you know what? I have no idea why I said it. It was a mix between Nina and Lisa.
Nina and Lisa, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who Lisa is. Well, she's a friend of
Lisa?
mine, but I wasn't particularly thinking about her at that point.
It's a mystery.
Anyway,
Maybe.
Anyway, Nana, see you